go to have freedom. Just get out of here to run. Running is the least expensive sport in this world.
Eliud Kipchoge just stunned the marathon world again. After finishing a distant 17th at the 2025 New York City Marathon, many thought they'd just witnessed the quiet end of an era. But instead of walking away, the 40-year-old legend dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. In a move that redefines what's possible in endurance sports, Kipchoge announced his next mission: 7 marathons, 7 continents, 2 years, a challenge so bold it's left the entire running world in disbelief. For a man whose entire career has been about redefining limits, this announcement felt like the perfect next chapter. Running is the most universal sport. It connects us all, Kipchoge said. With this project, I want to compete not only for records, but for the people. I hope to inspire, give back, and remind everyone that no human is limited. At 40 years old, Kipchoge is no longer chasing world records. His time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 36 seconds in New York may have been the slowest of his marathon career, but it marked a transition, not a retirement. My life has been concentrating on the winning. My life has been concentrated purely on breaking records, he said. But now I say, it's not a retirement, but a transition to running for a purpose, and this purpose is the purpose to serve humanity. The World Tour is designed to span all 7 continents: Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. Each race will not only challenge Kipchoge's endurance, but also raise funds for the Eliud Kipchoge Foundation. Founded in 2020, the foundation supports educational and environmental projects, including building school libraries, developing learning programs, and supporting ecological restoration. This isn't just a vanity project. The goal is to raise $1 million to support local initiatives in each host country. As Kipchoge put it, 7 marathons on all 7 continents together with you. Join me on this adventure, because together we make this world a running world. His journey begins soon, with locations like Cape Town, Shanghai, and even Antarctica under consideration. Yes, Antarctica, where temperatures can drop to minus 20 degrees Celsius. For Kipchoge, that's not a deterrent, it's an opportunity. I want to continue to push myself to run at my best, but also to inspire, give back, and remind everyone that no human is limited in every corner of the world, he said. A running world is a happy world. Kipchoge's career is already the stuff of legend. With Olympic golds from Rio and Tokyo, a former marathon world record of 2 hours, 1 minute, 9 seconds, and the historic sub-2-hour run in Vienna's Ineos 159 Challenge, he has achieved more than any distance runner in history. He won his first major marathon in Chicago in 2014 and went on to claim 5 titles in Berlin, 4 in London, and 1 in Tokyo. But what sets Kipchoge apart isn't just his victories, it's his philosophy. Ever since I was a little boy, I fell in love with the feeling of freedom that running gave me. Now, he's channeling that passion into something global. His manager, Valentine Trau, confirmed that Kipchoge will be racing in the professional fields and that the full tour schedule will be announced by December 1st. The tour will include 3 marathons in 1 year and 4 in the next, covering 2026 and 2027. While Kipchoge may not be breaking records anymore, the symbolism of his journey matters. He is the first marathoner to even attempt such a global feat. The message? Running is for everyone, everywhere. The announcement came just after Kipchoge completed the last of the 6 Abbott World Marathon Majors in New York. He'd already conquered Berlin, London, Tokyo, Chicago, and Boston. With New York, he joined the elite 6-star finisher club. To become a 6-star finisher in New York City is a beautiful achievement. I fully enjoyed running in the streets today, hearing so much cheering and seeing so much passion, he wrote on Facebook. His results this season have been modest by his standards. Earlier in 2025, he ran the Sydney Marathon in 2 hours, 8 minutes, 31 seconds, placing 9th. That marked the first time he attempted 3 major marathons in a single season. It also signaled that Kipchoge was preparing for a different kind of mission, one no longer obsessed with the stopwatch. "Let us run together and be as one," he said. Kipchoge's new website, Eliud's Running World, will soon launch with more details on dates and cities. The anticipation is already building. Fans around the globe, some of whom may have only seen Kipchoge on TV, are eager for the chance to witness him run in person. This is a world tour like no other, the site reads. A next chapter surrounded by his fans, leaving a global footprint and a continuing legacy that spans the earth. The plan is to spotlight local causes in each city. In South America, it might be a new learning center. In Asia, a reforestation project. In Africa, additional school libraries. In Antarctica, simply proving that anything is possible. I have dreamed about running the biggest marathons of the world, but now I am about to start my biggest adventure yet. A new dream, Kipchoge said. And this time, he's bringing the world with him. The legacy of Eliud Kipchoge was already secure. He didn't need to do this. But that's what makes the world tour so powerful. It's not about medals. It's about meaning. In a sport often defined by times and trophies, Kipchoge is redefining what success looks like at the highest level. He's reminding everyone that running is more than a competition. It's a bridge, a path to purpose, a reason to connect. He also acknowledges the aging process, but embraces it with grace. Father time is inevitable, one report stated, as Kipchoge's times over the last 2 years have been noticeably slower. Yet, that hasn't slowed his vision. He's using every stride now to tell a bigger story. The idea behind the World Tour also touches on inclusivity. Kipchoge's mission is to bring running to the people, to places where marathons are rare, and to inspire individuals who might otherwise never consider lacing up a pair of running shoes. Watching the champions who came before me made me dream of inspiring the world myself one day. I was determined to break through the barriers to prove that limits don't exist, Kipchoge said. With the World Tour, that dream is becoming a reality, not through gold medals, but through footprints across the globe. Each marathon Kipchoge runs in this new chapter will include outreach and engagement with local communities. Schools, environmental groups, and young athletes will have opportunities to meet him, train with him, and learn from his life story. This interactive element is as important as the run itself. Kipchoge's shift also comes at a time when the global running community is booming. Major marathons sell out within hours. Social running clubs are growing in cities around the world. The idea of running for good has never been more resonant. Kipchoge is tapping into that energy and elevating it. As the announcement of specific marathon dates approaches, excitement builds not just in elite racing circles, but among everyday runners who see Kipchoge not just as a champion, but as an inspiration. And so, as he sets off on this unprecedented journey, Eliud Kipchoge remains the embodiment of his own mantra: no human is limited. Not by age, not by geography, not by time. This is the legend's next chapter, and the whole world is invited to run alongside him.
Alino's coming back. She's not beaten yet. This is so close. McLaughlin Levrone for history. She's driving for the line, and she's done it! 47.80.
Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone just made history at the World Championships in Tokyo, and what she did has never been done by any American woman before. She broke a record that stood for 40 years, and now everyone's asking the same question. Is she about to win Athlete of the Year? Let me tell you what happened in Tokyo. Sydney ran the 400-meter race, and she finished in 47.78 seconds. That's the second fastest time in the entire history of the world. But here's the big part. She's now the fastest American woman to ever run this race. She beat a record that Sonia Richards-Ross set years ago, and she's the first woman in 40 years to run faster than 48 seconds in this event. 40 years! That's how long people have been waiting for someone to do this.
No woman has run this fast. We know she's great over the barriers, but now McLaughlin Levrone has elevated herself.
But Sydney didn't stop there. After winning the 400 meters, she helped her team win gold in the 4x400 meter relay. She ran the last part of the race, and Team USA won easily, so she walked away from Tokyo with 2 gold medals around her neck. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, isn't Sydney supposed to be running the 400-meter hurdles? You're absolutely right. Sydney is actually a 6-time world record holder in the hurdles event. She won Olympic gold in that race at the Paris Games last year. So why did she switch to running without hurdles? Well, this isn't the first time Sydney tried to make this change. Back in 2023, she wanted to run the flat 400 meters at the World Championships. but she got injured and had to pull out. She couldn't compete at all that year. It was really disappointing for her. But Sydney didn't give up on her dream. When she talked about why she came back to try again this year, she said something really interesting. She told USA Today, "I really think there was just a challenge there to push. 2 years ago, when I pursued it in 2023, I just wasn't able to make it to the World Championships due to injury. Circling back this year, I felt this tug on my heart to really pursue it again." That's the kind of mindset champions have. She felt something pulling her back to this event, even after getting hurt. And this time, everything went right. Sydney's season started with something called the Grand Slam Track Series. At first, she was doing a double event, running both the 400-meter hurdles and the regular 400 meters at the Kingston and Miramar competitions. Then, she switched things up at the Philadelphia event and tried running the 100-meter hurdles and the 100 meters instead. She didn't do as well in Philadelphia, finishing second in the 100 meters and missing the podium completely in the hurdles. After Philadelphia, Sydney made a big decision. She was going to focus all her energy on just one event, the flat 400 meters. No more doubles, no more splitting her training, just 400 meters of pure speed. This decision led her to the USA Championships in Eugene, Oregon at the end of July. The competition was held at Hayward Field, and it was super important. Unlike some other athletes, Sydney didn't have something called a bye. A bye means you automatically make the team because you won before. Noah Lyles had a bye because he was the defending world champion, so he would go to Tokyo no matter what. But Sydney? She had to finish in the top 3 at the USA Championships, or she wouldn't go to the World Championships at all. The pressure was on, but Sydney handled it perfectly. She won the national title in the 400 meters. It was actually her second time winning this title. She proved she belonged on Team USA, and she earned her spot to Tokyo. Then came the World Championships in September. Sydney stepped onto the track in Tokyo and showed the world why she's one of the greatest athletes on the planet. She ran that 47.78 in the finals, breaking the American record and becoming the second fastest woman in history. Only one woman has ever run faster than Sydney. She was undefeated in the 400 meters all season long. Every single race she entered, she won. Now, Sydney is nominated for not just one, but 2 major awards. First, there's the USA Track and Field Athlete of the Year Award. It's called the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Female Athlete of the Year Award, named after one of the greatest American athletes ever. Second, she's nominated for the World Athletics Track Athlete of the Year Award. That's a worldwide honor that includes athletes from every country. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sydney has some serious competition for these awards. Let's talk about Melissa Jefferson Wooden first. Melissa had what you might call a breakout year. At the World Championships in Tokyo, she did something that no American woman had ever done before. She won both the 100 meters and the 200 meters at the same World Championships. She ran 10.61 in the 100 and 21.68 in the 200. Both times were the fastest in the world this year. Then she anchored the 4x100 meter relay team to gold, giving her 3 gold medals total.
Jefferson Wooden into her running in the middle of the field, but she's got company. Clayton going well to her side, but Melissa Jefferson Wooden streaks away in the closing stages. 10:61.
Melissa is also an Olympic bronze medalist from the Paris Games, where she finished 3rd in the 100 meters. Her triple gold performance in Tokyo has everyone talking. Some people think she should win Athlete of the Year instead of Sydney. The other nominees are pretty amazing too. There's Valerie Allman, who throws the discus. She went undefeated all season and threw 73.52 meters, which was the best throw in the world. She won her first world title in Tokyo. Tara Davis Woodhall dominated the long jump. She also went undefeated and jumped 7.13 meters to win the world championship. She's an Olympic champion from Paris, too. And then there's Katie Moon, who won her 4th world championship in a row in pole vault. She cleared 4.90 meters in Tokyo, 4th title in a row. That's incredible consistency. So Sydney is up against 5 other amazing athletes. Every single one of them won gold at the World Championships. Every single one of them had an unbelievable season. On the men's side, there's an even bigger name in the mix, Noah Lyles. You probably know Noah from the Paris Olympics last year, where he won the 100 meters by just 0.005 of a second. It was so close that the TV announcer actually called the wrong winner at first. Noah is 28 years old now, and he just had another fantastic season. He started slow because he got injured in April and had to take 3 months off from racing. His first race back was in Monaco, where he ran the 200 meters in 19.88 seconds and beat the Olympic champion Eliud Kipchoge. A week later in London, he ran the 100 meters in 10.00 seconds. Those are really good times for someone who just came back from injury. At the USA Championships in Eugene, Noah ran both the 100 and 200 meters. Since he had the bye as the defending world champion, he would make the team anyway. But Noah wanted to race the rounds to get sharper and to defend his national titles. He was going for his 7th and 8th national titles overall. Then came Tokyo. Noah won the bronze medal in the 100 meters with a time of 9.89 seconds, but he really came alive in the 200 meters. He won gold with a time of 19.52 seconds, earning his 4th world championship title in a row in this event. 4th in a row. That's 2019, 2022, 2023, and now 2025.
They're still side by side with 50. Lyles trying to find something. He stretches away. It is a global title again for Noah Lyles.
After winning the 200, Noah anchored the 4x100 meter relay team to gold. The team ran 37.29 seconds. So Noah left Tokyo with 2 gold medals and 1 bronze. The other men nominated are really strong too. Ryan Crouser won his 5th straight global title in shot put. He came back from injury and only competed once all season, but he won the world championship. Cole Hawker became only the 2nd American man ever to win the 5,000 meters at the World Championships. Rai Benjamin won his 1st world title in the 400-meter hurdles with the fastest time in the world. And Cordell Tinch won the 110-meter hurdles world title with a time of 12.87 seconds. So the big question is, who should win? Sydney or one of the other women? Noah or one of the other men? The award ceremony will happen on December 5th in Orlando, Florida. Fans can vote online until November 10th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The winners are chosen by a combination of fan votes and votes from track and field media members. You can vote on the USA Track and Field website right now.
My community is always helping me out, whether it was in high school, going to pen relays, they raise money, taking me to school for free, so I really want it.
Noah Lyles is known for his speed, but this time it wasn't about medals or finish lines. After Hurricane Melissa tore through Jamaica, Lyles made a move no one saw coming. He didn't just send words of support, he sent real help. What he did next left fans, athletes, and even officials completely stunned. Hurricane Melissa didn't just disrupt daily life in Jamaica, it tore through communities, leaving families without shelter, food, and basic supplies. Roads were flooded, homes were flattened, and livelihoods were destroyed overnight. For many in rural areas like St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Trelawney, access to relief and government assistance was slow, and uncertainty grew with each passing day. While many watched the horror unfold from afar, Noah Lyles sprang into action. Alongside his fiancée, Jamaican Olympian Junelle Bromfield, and sprint legend Asafa Powell, Lyles launched a relief mission that stunned fans and supporters across the globe. Through his nonprofit, the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation, the American sprint star sent aid directly into the heart of the storm's destruction. The relief effort began in Bromfield's hometown of St. Elizabeth. With the help of Powell's wife, Alicia, the group organized the distribution of essential supplies, groceries, toiletries, clean drinking water, and daily necessities. Entire truckloads of aid were delivered and handed out personally by the athletes and their families. People are really suffering right now, Powell admitted. As much as I can do, I see a lot of people helping. And big thanks to Noah Lyles and Junelle Bromfield.
People are really suffering right now, and, as much as I can help, I will help. I'm in a better position to help, and I see a lot of people helping, but definitely big thanks to Noah Lyles and Junelle.
That praise wasn't just for show. This wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a boots-on-the-ground effort led by people who cared deeply about the communities they were helping. There were no media crews, no grand announcements, just real help at the right time. The Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation didn't stop at one trip. Their mission was, and still is, growing. Hey everyone, Lyles posted on X, formerly Twitter. The the Lyles Brothers Sports Foundation and Asafa Powell are teaming up to send aid to smaller communities in Jamaica. We have already set a trip for St. Elizabeth.